What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Boykin Outdoors. We are out here today just riding around doing a little preseason scouting. We're getting closer to the season. Things are good. Bird movement not great, but I do want to come to you and show you a product that I just recently picked up. I have no affiliation with them. I haven't used it in yet. This is going to be the first time I deploy it, and I'm going to bring you along with me. So the product that I'm speaking about is the Motion Ducks Decoy Spreader. I have the single spreader. It does 4 ducks, and we'll just get into it and show you exactly what it is, because that's going to be the easiest way to explain it. So this is the Motion Ducks Decoy Spreader. This is the single. This is not the ultimate. This is just 4. And what it comes with is it comes with this spreader system, which we'll get to here very shortly. You can see it says Motion Ducks right there on it. It comes with that string, and it comes with about a 5 to 8 foot bungee for your weight. And basically what it does is it spreads them out and it gives a really realistic movement. It does not come with an anchor. You can pick that up on Amazon for like 10-15 bucks, but they also do sell a bag that you can put rocks and stuff in, so it's super light. You can fill it with sand, and then you can carry it into some locations. But like I said, I've got this around here. I just put that on there for the ride, just keep it out of my way. But it is basically just, the best way I can describe it is like elastic tent poles that just like pop together. And it goes out, and it's basically a jerk string, but it's way more realistic from what I've seen, what everybody else is talking about. So we're gonna try it out and see what we think about it. Like I said, I just got some of these cheap decoys I have. I just grabbed them, threw them on there last night, figured I would test this out and let you guys see it, and I want to look at it myself. So I'll show you how we put it together here real shortly, and then we'll put it in the water and test it out and see what it actually is all about. So we'll get to it. Okay, we've got Motion Duck Decoy Spreader like I was just talking about. I'm going to show you how we put it together. But before I put it together, I want to take a second and just kind of show you how small it is. The difference between this and a regular jerk rig, from what I've seen, like I said, this is my first time putting it out, so we're gonna see what it's all about. But you don't have to take the decoys off, so I'm just leaving the decoys on. And it comes with, like I said, the clip. And it comes with a bungee, which I have on here, and then I've added some extra rope because we hunt some deeper spots, and then you have to buy your own weight. You can add the rope, that's if you want to. This is supposed to be good for like hunting 5, 6, 8 inches of water and up. We're probably in 10, 15 under the boat right now. It's pretty deep in here. But how you put it together is it's got this little, I don't know if you can see that, but it's got this little puck, I think as they call it. Right here, and then the poles just slide together. So you just basically grab the puck, let them go down, and then you take and you stick each one of these little things in, just like you're putting a tent together. That's what it reminds me of. And I got one more, and then there's also, they break in the middle into 2 sections on each there. As you can see, this one's connected to the puck but still down. They're all elastic, they slide right in. These are not meant to slide in, they're meant to do this so you get the movement. Once you get that, all you're going to do is you're going to take and hook up your weight and your pull string. Honestly, if I was going to deploy this, like I said, this being my first time deploying it, I would probably start without putting it all together. I would probably go ahead and put this on there, put that on there, and then make it big. But for the sake of the video and learning, we're going to do it this way. So I'm going to unravel this. I've just got this wrapped around like a little claw weight. I think, like I said, I paid 15 bucks on Amazon for this, but they do have a bag, or you can use pretty much any kind of makeshift weight you can come up with. This was just what I did because of some of the areas we hunt are fast moving water. And I do want to say, where I'm about to put this, there is a little bit of current. It's definitely flowing, so we'll see how that affects it, but not a lot. And like I said, we'll just see how that affects it. It may make it better, may make it worse. But all you do is you take, the elastic will come with this little clip. I just tied it to my own rope. I just made it longer, like I was saying, but you just clip that into one side of the puck in the middle, and then you take your pull string which I've got mine wrapped up like crazy because I let it ride in the boat on the way here, and I didn't want it to come undone. So get this thing, and you take, and I have been told the best option is to take your pull string and put it on the opposite side of the puck from where your weight is. And like I said, this is all being deployed from a boat. So being in a boat is going to make it more difficult, obviously, than being able to walk it out and just set it in like a shallow pond or little hole you're hunting in that you're able, like I said, able to walk out and just set it where you want it. So I've got both of those connected now. So I've got both of those connected now. And I'm not going to throw this one terribly far just because this is demonstration purpose and I want you to be able to see it up nice and close. So what I've got my weight in one hand. I've got plenty of slack in this other, you know, basically kite string kind of feel is what it does. I can definitely see it wants to get tangled already, which is, might be in that, yeah, not really. Actually, that cleaned itself up very nicely. I'm kind of happy about that. And so what we're going to do is I'm going to leave that there. So now I'm just going to, from what I've been told, is you just throw it in the water. Okay. Like I said, now I'm going to show you what it looks like. Flip the camera around and let you see it. So I have current here and I have a long string. So what I'm going to do is let that string tighten out and it'll catch these decoys here in just a second. So I'm just letting the line go off of this. Eventually the anchor is going to catch and they're going to stop moving. And like I said, these are some super cheap decoys sitting in here. Like these are nothing special, nothing fancy. So just keep on letting it out. It looks like they're coming to a stop there. Maybe. Yeah, it looks like they might have come to a stop. So now they're stopped, and now all you have to do is pull this thing. Look how much motion that one duck is putting off. That's pretty darn good. I wish those other ducks on the left would move, but I think that may be the fact that I have all that long string on there. There they go. Tighten it up a little bit. You can do little pulls and get little bits of wakes off of them. And then you can do big pulls, pull the whole thing. That's a lot of motion. And each duck swims in its own pattern, if you will. So them ducks being in their own pattern, it looks more natural than just like a line like you would see on a jerk string. I'll do a few more pulls here. And I'm not getting much motion because of the way that I'm not far enough from them with my anchor. I didn't throw my anchor out far enough. So you could definitely get probably some more motion out of them. Yeah, that's pretty impressive for motion. Slightly corrected my weight and just got the weight a little bit further down behind it. I'm gonna show you this. Yeah, much better. If you get the weight where it's supposed to be, I mean, there still was plenty of motion, but you really get all four making the motion this way. And it's not, I think I'm going to take my shorten up that rope I added on there, or find a way to make that shorter for these deeper situations, because it's coming to me, but it's not jerking back very quickly. So we may work on that. But overall, I'm very, very pleased for this to be the first time. I mean, look how much motion that's putting off. And I'm not pulling very hard. Like, I'm just kind of just barely pulling. And it's like you can just kind of do a couple small pulls and you're rippling. And these ripples, if you want to have your jerk string in the middle and then maybe have some other decoys that are just, you know, on Texas rigs, or just, you know, got rope wrapped around the bottom of them with a weight, and that's going to ripple those and make it look like they're swimming too. I think this thing's going to be killer. We'll see this year. We'll see how the Motion does, and I'm sure you'll see it in some of my videos. So overall, that's pretty good. I think now I'm going to do a little section of me putting it back together to see how easy it is to get it back in. The ropes, this little rope that it comes with sinks very well, so it's kind of hidden, which is good. So like I said, we're doing this out of a boat. If you're doing this in a spot that you can just set it down somewhere, it would probably be much easier than what I'm dealing with. Got my kite string here. Got the decoy spreader. It is big, I will say that. I'm in a 16-foot boat, and it is large when it's spread, which is kind of, I guess, what you're going for, but it does kind of make it hard out of a boat to have a full string like that. All right, but like I said, so I've just taken this off, wrap that up. We'll go ahead and pull the anchor in. Anchor's in. Detach my anchor. And I will say the little clips that this comes with feel solid as well, so I'm very pleased with that. This is where the spreader really sets itself apart from a normal jerk string in a linear line. You just pop these off, pop these out like this. Just pop them all apart. Pop them all apart, and they're down like that. And like I said, this was my first time setting the Motion Ducks up. The more you do it, the better you're going to get at it, and the better little tricks you're going to find with it to get it in and out and set and properly and all that. So considering this is my first time, and I've only watched a couple videos of people setting these, and I read the package, obviously, that was easy. Like, really easy. Surprisingly easy. So yeah, I mean, you could pack this in. Like I said, you carry 4 on the normal spreader. I just got some real cheap decoys on there. And then if you want to add to it, they sell these bars with 3 on each. You add 3, you add 3, you add 3. You could even almost put your whole spread on these if you wanted to. But overall, first impressions are great with it. I'm very curious to see how it's going to do this season with having wakes and movement, especially on those still days, not a lot of wind. I'm also curious to see how this elastic is going to hold up throughout the season. You know, we hunt saltwater, we hunt freshwater, we hunt pretty much brackish, all sorts of stuff. So curious how that's going to hold up and how things are going to work out. But we may do an update maybe towards the end of the season on how we like this. But overall, very impressed with it so far. Tons of movement. And for 50 bucks, a lot of the jerk strings, nicer jerk strings, are about the same price. And I mean, no, you got, let's say, you got 50 bucks in the actual Motion Duck system, and then another 15, 20 in an anchor. I mean, it's hard for 70 bucks to have a jerk string with that much money, or that much movement for that much money. You think about all the money you spend in other areas, 70 bucks is a drop in the bucket to make sure you have movement in your decoys. We appreciate you watching this video. Hopefully you learned something. If you got any questions, leave them below. I'll try to answer them the best I can. Like I said, this is my first time ever setting them. I'm going to be curious when the season actually comes in, how they actually end up looking. So appreciate you watching, appreciate your support, and we'll catch you here on another video with Boykin Outdoors.